سلام رفقای من دایالی هستم. به چنل من خیلی خوش اومدید. بریم برای قسمت 20 فاینال فانتزی 16 و داریم میریم به سمت مادر کی؟ مادر کلایو و ببینیم که درد مادر کلایو چی بوده این مدت. مرسی که هستید. قدرت‌های جدید انداختیم بچه‌ها روی کلایو و لتس گو. پر که رفتیم. خب let's fucking go. سونیم اینجام بیچاره ها رو نکن. چرا آخه؟ خب بچه من قدرت جدیدمو تست کنم داشته باشید. نکیم.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? So Imperial's clad in black.
No use calling Ambrosia now.
نمیتونم چوکوبو رو صدا کنم. چرا نمیتونم چوکوبو رو صدا کنم؟ چوکوبو بدبخت که باید میتونستم صدا کنم.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
این همه اهل روزریان اینجا دارن فرار میکنن یا دارن میرن به دلیل I don't know. بیا بسر.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
چه اتفاقی واسه اینجا افتاده؟
The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
یه هر بدبخت اینجا زندگی میکرده زندگیش به فاک عظما رفته. آخ نمیشه همینجا وارد شد.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Straight home now. شد اینجا. خب این مادر کلایو واقعا قهرم‌زاده است یا نه؟ مردم میگن که بذارین وارد شیم. بچه‌هامون دارن از گشنگی میمیرن. فاک. میگه نمیدونی برای همیشه ما رو چیز ایگنور کنید. در نظر نگیرید.
Better out there than in here. Fuck off. Chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all. I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties. Cut you down where you stand. Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
و یه راه دیگه واسه رفتن به داخل پیدا کنیم. اصلا اینجا نمیتونیم بدون اینکه متوجه بشن وارد شیم. خیلی شلوغ و قلوقه.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
یه تونل مخفی هست. عموش بهش گفته بود توی روستای لازاروس.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
مطمئنی امنه؟ همه اینجا بسته شده.
As long as it is abandoned.
تا موقعی که کلاً ترک شده و هیچ کسی اونجا نیستش. آره. Black light burn.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. Run like the
یه
wind.
خبر خوب اینه که سربازای بلک شیلد رو ندیدن تا حالا. اینه که شاید اون دنبال اون کسی که بودن پیداش کردن.
Be safe.
خب
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can
بعد
lose
یه
its
راهی پیدا
luster.
کنیم.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
نه چیزم دزدم. یعنی داشتن خونه‌های خالی تخلیه میکردن. این بدبخت خونه‌هاشون رو ول کردن. اینا اومدن تخلیهش کنن. کسکی. بیا من قدرت جدیدم رو تست کنم. کونیا بیا.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
این شرمنده ما شما کاری نداریم. شروع آدماش خبر کردن بابا نمیخوام باید این کاری داشته باشیم.
Not.
مادر بگیر. Goody luck.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that,
این فقط یه نفر میشناسم که اینجوری بجنگه.
and he's long dead.
خیلی وقت هست که مرده.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
این پس وقتشه که بهش ملحق بشید.
The blessing of the Phoenix.
قدرت فینکس.
Can't be. I was there when you died.
میگه من اونجا بودم وقتی تو مردی. اوه فهمیدین این کیه؟ این یکی از افراد چیزه. این که افرادی که بهش قسم خورده بودن 2 نفر بودن با هم رفتن اولین مأموریتش.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
سرویده. با افراد جدید الان چیز میشه آشنا داره میشه.
We can
افراد
speak
قدیمی.
inside.
یه میتونیم داخل صحبت کنیم با هم.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
و اونایی که کلا چیز نکردن، اونایی که زانو نزدن برای ملکه
We
شیر.
left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far.
میگه ما قبل از اینکه اتفاقات بیفته کلا خارج شدیم از
And we
قضیه.
banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had...
ما فکر کردیم که یه امپراتور جدید میاد بالاخره میتونه نوید بخشی یه چیز جدید باشه، دوران جدید باشه. بعد دیدیم که نه، اونا هر کاری انجام میدن بجز کاری که بخواد رعیت چیز ببخشه، کلا امید ببخشه. هر کاری میگردن بجز کار خوب.
Our hands full just trying to keep the duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her.
میدونن این کارا رو مادر انجام ولی بازم با عقل جور در نمیاد. حتی با اینکه میدونن داستان چیه.
Hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And
توهین نباشه دارم ولی مادر شما بیشتر به خونه خودش اهمیت میده تا به سرزمینش.
Since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
So Wade, the Black Shields are broken camp.
شاید کسی جرأت نداره یعنی اصلا نمیدونه پسرش زنده است.
They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready.
یا آماده باشید بلک شیلدا دارن حمله میکنن به سمت نه پل چی. ما حمله میکنیم.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
این لشکر اصلیشون اگه این کار انجام بدیم سر قضیه رو میزنیم و از بین میبریم. اگه من کاری نکنم همه این رو به گردن منه.
And ours.
شما و ما.
We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
باید به این دیوونگی پایان بدیم. ما هم نمیتونیم بذاریم این ادامه پیدا کنه.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
بس بذاری با هم باهاتون بیایم. به خاطر روزاریا.
I was hoping you'd say that.
امیدوار بودم شما هم اینو بگید.
Very well.
خیلی خوب.
If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
واسه افتخاره که در کنار شما بجنگم.
And we at yours.
و همچنین ما.
So Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
بریم که وظیفه‌مون انجام بدیم. با تمام قوا. Let's go. لذت میبریم دا.
I imagine this endeavor will require
خب اینجا یه جورایی شده مثلا مقر ما فهمیدی؟
just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
We'll show them that the fire in our hearts.
We'll show
وقت
them as
حمله
much
است.
mercy as they did.
Tell us then, Sir Wade.
میگه نقشه
What,
چیه؟
nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This...
میگه که ساده است من و شما و لیدی جیل میریم اونجا و شروع میکنیم کشتن افرادش در پل. بلک شیلد هم شروع میکنن خبر کردن پشتیبانی. وقتی پشتیبانی اومد افراد تو کوهستان گیرشون میدن.
will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed.
و ما به راحتی میتونیم بجنگیم بدون اینکه از نیروی پشتیبانی بترسیم.
While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
ما میتونیم تو گروه‌های کوچیک‌تر نابودشون کنیم.
How small exactly?
چقدر کوچیک؟
Small enough. Now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But
من فکر می‌کردم خودم میتونم انجام بدم، حالا که شما هم با من هستید و خیالم راحته که یعنی 100% این کار انجام بدم.
until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good.
Now make ready for battle.
بریم برای 90 آماده شیم. هرچی شما دستور بدید.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but
شاید
one
به آرامش برسن. این جسدی که دفن
putting an
کردن.
end to the Black Shields.
And so we
میگه
shall.
فقط زمانی آرامش پیدا میکنن که به بلک شیلدا رو یعنی به نقطه پایانشون برسیم و بکشیمشون. لزبو Party member. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind the hideaway. At the hideaway. میگه که میتونین افرادی رو همراه خودتون بکنید توی جنگایی که دارید ولی خب تو هایدوی نمیتونن بیان. فسته نریم نه؟ الان با همونه نه؟ اوکی.
We'll keep them from
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village,
این هم سوار شدن؟
we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
این هم سوار شده داره؟ ایوه بریم برو بریم. بریم به سمت پل.
There they are.
نه پل.
On your command, my lord.
میگه به دستور شما سر برم. حروم زاده.
What is it now? I told you.
میگه حالا چی شده؟ من بهت
We
گفتم.
bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields.
میگه حالا میخوام بگین که شما جلو من رو بگیرین بس
Come!
بیاین.
Die along with your flame!
آره بیاد مادر تو بگم بعد بهت میگم. پس بیبی.
For us area!
For us area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
مادرشون گاهیده شد.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another one.
ننشون گاهیده شد.
More dragons.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
چقدر خوبه این عجیب.
To me, boy!
night you fucking bitch. چقدر سریع زدمشون. اوه
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
میگه که شما فقط هیچ کاری نمی‌کنید بغیر از اینکه فقط هدف ما رو تثبیت می‌کنید. این سرزمین نیاز به پاکسازی داره.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish it?
Help me, boy.
Good night, my fucking motherfucker friend. خب 1900 ببین 2000 تا بشه یه ابیلیتی میگیرم به خداوندگار.
I don't see any more.
دیگه کسی نمیبینم.
Nor do I.
منم نمیبینم.
The plan worked.
نقشه کار
It
کرد.
did. It bloody worked.
واقعا کار کرد.
We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud.
یه فرستای همه این حرومزادا رو به لونه‌شون.
Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again.
میگه که ما درسته برای یه مدت دیگه مثلا چیز نمی‌کنن، پرسجو نمی‌کنن، برای اذیتشون نمی‌کنن، ولی بعد یه مدت مادرم دوباره شروع می‌کنه اذیت کردن مردم.
I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the fire...
میگه اینجا خونه ماست و تا آخرین نفسم براش می‌جنگیم.
Its flame burns in our hearts. The duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
حالا که نیروها شکستیم ما چیکار کنیم؟ کوست کامپلیت. تو فقط پول بده. پول زود بده.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an...
میگه که تا شما عموم داری همکاری میگه اما اول اگه عموم بودم من دار زده میشدم. من از تونل فراری زدم.
audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
میگه که ببین الان داره چیز نقش عمو داره نقش مثلا فرمانده وفادار برای چیز بازی میکنه برای مادر کلایف و میگه که اگر رفته باش ملاقات کردی باید منتظر باشی که حتی چیز نادیده هم بگیره چون تو واقعا تو نقششه و هنوز کار داره.
Have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wayne. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
میگه با این نشانی که دادم دیگه افرادم به حمله نمیکنم. من اینکه خب دیگه کنید بخوره. زیر دستم ببین چجوری با من صحبت میکنه. ای ریدم دهنت زیر دست کنی. راسفیلد منور.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
فکر می‌کنی واقعا دروغ ما رو باور کردن؟ یه شانس چه می‌پذیریم؟
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
عموش داره میاد بالا؟
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
یه تصور کن چقدر سورپرایز شدن که بهم گفتن که برادرم داره میاد منو ببینه.
Clive Rosfield died long ago.
کلایو راسفیلد خیلی وقت پیش مرده.
And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
حالا که از اسمش استفاده کردی حالا باید تقاص پس بدی.
You would mock me as well.
میگه خیلی قشنگ داری منو گول میزنی.
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil, the Unshod.
دقیقاً فکر کنم قسم چیزا رو داره میخوره، قسم اون شیلدا و قشنگ اینو عموش یاد میشه.
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
باورش نمیشه.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, Must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
عشقی میده پشمان.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Madu in the twins.
Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
واقعا خودتی بسر عزیزم. عشقم.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
میگه هیچ وقت نمیذاشتی من نقش سر کرندل رو بازی کنم، تو همیشه توش خوب بود.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
بعد یه چیز دارم، بعد یه لطف دارم کنی.
Kitchens, there'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But Uncle...
You can't very...
خدمتکارش صدا گفت شام آماده کن، شراب آماده کن، یه مهمون خیلی ویژه داریم، بعد جشن بگیریم.
Well, regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
نمیخوای به نمایشت گوش کنم باش چکم خالی که ها؟
sit.
برو بشین.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
میگه که ببین اون چیزی که ما میشناختیم دیگه نیست، اون مادر دیگه اصلا آدم قبلی نیست و جاشو به یک آدم هیولا داده. یه هیولا نیست تو جلدش. یه هیولا.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told them.
هیچ کاری از دست من بر نمیاد. تنها کاری که میتونم انجام بدم اینه که مثلا به آقای سروید مثلا گروهش کمک کوچیکی بکنم، همین.
You have risked much for Rosaria.
میگه تو هم سروید بهم گفت تو خیلی کار رو واسه روزاریا انجام دادی، خیلی ریسک کردی.
A nation will be forever in your debt.
میگه نسل ما توی چیز چی میگه بهت مدیونه.
It has been 20 years, Clive.
20 سال شده
The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother.
دوران شما دیگه تموم شده. پدر و پدرم دیگه نیستن. مملکت بگاه رفته.
All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have.
میگه خیلی خوب اگه شما یه کشتی میخواد حتما کشتی براتون فراهم میکنم.
I have a galley in port but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
این پس ما رو باور کردی در مورد همه چی؟
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim.
میگه فقط یه احمقه که میتونه نصف اون چیزایی که شما تجربه کردین رو باور کنه.
But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived.
ولی خب تا امشب فقط یه احمق میتونه فکر کنه که خواهر زدم توی برادر زدم زنده است. سر همین همه حرفا دارن باور میکنن.
Besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
و خب من مدرک دارم که شما دارین رو یک مدرک چی میگی؟ با کی کار داری؟ میگه از اونجایی که دروغگوی خیلی بدی بودی از بچگی میگه راست میگه دروغگوی بدی بودم. میگه آره از اونجایی که دروغگوی بدی بودی از من شک ندارم که داری راست میگی.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all
یه چیزی که نمیتونم باور کنم.
It's about you being Sid.
میگه اینه که تو سید هستی.
You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw.
میگه تو همیشه پسر خوبی بودی ولی الان شدی بیقانون و تحت تعقیب. باور نمیکنم.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
قراره کلی خوش بگذره مثلا. Let's go. Let's go.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
کشتی خوبی مگه نه؟
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
حرف نمیزنه.
Something on your mind?
چی زنده؟
Monsters.
هیولاها.
When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice.
میگه وقتی که من به امپراتوری آهن خدمت میکردم هیچ چاره ای نداشتم جز اینکه کمکشون کنم.
Because once they learned that lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
میدونستن نمیتونن مثلا منو مجبور کاری کنن، به خاطر همین دیگران رو مثلا بیت می تومه میکردن که من براشون کار کنم.
And so I became their puppet.
بعدش من تبدیل شدم به سگ دست‌آموز اونا.
I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused.
میگه که من کلا اصلا به کیرم گرفتم همه چیو، خب که درد این داستان رو احساس نکنم. خب let's go بریم چی میگن.
And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything at all.
هیچی حس نمی‌کردم، هیچی.
I had become a monster.
من تبدیل شدم به یه هیولا.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster.
من نمیخوام هیولا باشم.
Do you understand?
کلایو میفهمی اینو؟
I want to choose different path.
میخوام یه راه جدا انتخاب کنم، یه راه
To live on
بهتر.
my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
میگه که میخوام به روش خودم زندگی کنم، ولی قبل از اینکه این کار انجام بدم باید چیزایی که تو گذشته داشتم رو رفع و رجوع کنم. با خودم باید کنار بیام.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
وقتی این کار انجام بدی من در کنارت خواهم بود، همونطور که تو در کنار من بودی.
Thank you, Clive.
ممنونم ازت کلایو.
I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it.
قول بده که نمیری فقط.
Now, the Let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
یه استراحت کنیم. سفرمون طولانیه و باید خیلی چیزا به بقیه بگیم. خب اول برگردیم به سمت هایدوی، نه؟ آره توی روزریا بودیم.
Only the founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
با کشتی اومدیم. بریم با ویویان صحبت کنیم.
A sea voyage this time, is it? I can lend you one.
Typical nobles.
اون چیه؟ اون یه میشن فری دیگه. احتمالاً باید چی رو اضافه میکنه. واسه فعلا با ویویان صحبت نمیکنم. نکته. کوپو I've been looking for. مشکل چیه؟
The hunt board.
hunt board.
Where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts.
کسایی که تقریبا میتونیم شکار بریم یا کسایی که خودشون تعقیب قرار دادن.
Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted.
اوکی. ببینیم چی میگی. hunt board ببینیم. اینا یه دونه این شکسته ما جا اهریمنه بود رنگ سی. نایس شیت. این رنگ سی، این رنگ بیه. خیلی خب جالبه. این از این چی میگه؟
Oh, Clive.
The patron's whisper. Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I still... Your benefactors are a generous lot.
با پوینت هم میتونیم اینجا خرید کنیم. خب چیه این؟ اینجا مثلا یه سری مثلا جای خاص لوتایی که مثلا دیده نمیشه رو اینجا میتونیم پیدا کنیم.
All yours.
همه رو گرفتیم؟ پشما.
Here you are. You earned this. All done?
به همین راحتی؟ چقدر؟ 2300 و 2300. ایول الان وقتشه که اینو بخریم. خداوندگار ساقه. خب جای این میذاریم بچه. Temporary increase attack professionally with each pigeon dodge. این هم چیز خوبیه آدم.
There are new billets being posted. Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
یه خوشحالم که میبینم.
Something wrong.
چه مشکل پیش اومده؟
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff.
فکر کنم چیزه، فکر کنم آهنگرت میگه قاطی کرده، دیگه کسخل شده. اوکی انجامش بدیم. کمکت میکنیم. ببینیم چه مرگشه.
How did we never hear about these guardians?
Typical nobles. I could have sworn we had a few.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
خب چرا کسخل شدی آهنگر خر؟
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
میگه آگوست میگه که دیشتی انتوانن زن دلیل کردن نمیخواد در موردش صحبت کنی.
Did you now?
میدونستی؟
I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
میگه گفتم سرک تو کار من نشی. حالا چیکار کردی؟
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that?
میگه که کلایو ما کمک کنن. چی اصلا بعد این در مورد این داستان؟ حالا گفتم
Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate.
میگه باید صحبت کن.
I'm worried about you.
در مورد نگرانم.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid.
خیلی
Not the sort
احمقانه
of
چی
thing you
نیست.
bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
چرا به اون نگفتی؟
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be.
خب؟
Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was.
میگه که ما یه قراری با کران گذاشتیم این که من حواسم به گوتس باشه و اون به من متریال خوبی معرفی کنه. یکی از متریال بهم داد خیلی سبک و اصلا خیلی چیز خفنی بود. بعد با خودم فکر می‌کردم چرا من کسخل دارم مثلا سخت کار میکنم و الانم دستمزد کارام مثلا کلا کارایی که تبدیل اینقدر کیریه.
There. You happy?
حالا خوشحال شدی؟ ناراحتم. میگه که ذهنم درگیر کرد این
You got
داستان.
what you came for. Now piss off.
میگه حالا خوشحال شدی؟ سیکتیرتو بزن.
All right. We're going.
یه خیلی خوارا سیکتیرمون میزنه.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
این که نظر چی بهش کمک کنیم بریم اون مادر رو پیدا کنیم دنبالشون ببینیم
Glad to
سر
hear
کجا
it.
در میاره.
First things first, then.
میگه بعد با اول با چاران صحبت کنیم. میگه اینا کسچه را کجا گرفته؟
Karen, Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up, but it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Ex all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Doesn't even have a workshop. You don't trust it.
Thank you, Karen. So,
بریم سراغ یارو.
it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leather worker.
I'll leave the hunting to you. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea.
خیلی خوب. این قرار سوال کنیم پرسجو کنیم کجاست ما هم بریم سراغ یارو. همین نزدیکه نه؟ آره 50 متر. Use the hunt board to locate the griffin. بعد گریفین رو دنبال کنیم که این ماده و این چیز ازش بگیریم. این داستان ازش بگیریم. سلام عزیزم، میذاری از هاند بورد استفاده کنیم؟ همینه گریفینگه. کرنووند وست گیت. خب کرنووا کجاست؟ وست گیت باید بریم، درسته؟ اوکی، دروازه اون طرفیه. ولی خب دوستان عزیز، از اینجا باید باشه واسه قسمت آینده. دوستون دارم، مرسی که دیدید. بریم اون وسیله ها رو پیدا کنیم برای آهنگرمون، بریم چیکار میکنه. مرسی و فعلا خدا نگهدار.